Good morning from the Orlando Science Center. I'm joined by Mark down here in the Life exhibit. And today, Mark, we're going to talk a little bit about how we make a rainforest inside in Central Florida. Talk to me about what, first off, you've got here going on in the Life exhibit.
So this is a rainforest habitat. So this is a replica of what a rainforest habitat would look like in South America.
Yeah.
So we do have South American species in here as part of the habitat. We do have a pair of golden lion-headed tamarins. We have a Hoffman's two-toed sloth. We have several flighted bird species. We have a couple parrot species that also habitate in here.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the newest exhibit, and it's just phenomenal. Let's take a walk down here while we're talking. You've got all kinds of different types of animals. First off, these are not Central Florida native animals. So how did you create this space livable for such creatures?
Yeah, so we had to replicate what a rainforest would look like. So we had to go out and we had to find the right landscaping to habitate these animals. We also had to install special lighting to replicate daytime lighting for, what these animals would be used to in the wild. We also had to do a specialized HVAC system because we have, humidity levels we have to keep. We have temperature levels we have to keep. So we actually use that to maintain this habitat.
And there's some humidity to this room for sure.
Absolutely.
Now, in addition to that, just the sheer fact of keeping these animals all together in an enclosed space, how did the Orlando Science Center kind of tackle that chore? That's not an easy task, I'd imagine.
Right, well, you have to look at what animals would cohabitate well together. So you would have to look at what other zoos have done. So we participate with the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, and we kind of communicate back and forth with other zoos. So we can figure out what animals cohabitate best together. Then we look at, where they're from in the world and how they can best survive together. And then we just kind of go from there. And then it's kind of trial and error from there.
So feeding has to be an interesting time here, because everybody's wanting to come out together. I mean, look at this. I've got to imagine that's just a whole other level, right?
Yep. That's one of our red-rumped agoutis. We do have 2 of them here. So feeding in here also is a challenge because we don't want certain animals eating other animals' food. So we do have to kind of do training sessions and timed feedings and different things like that in order for the animals to get the food that they're supposed to get and other animals aren't getting them.
This is phenomenal. Really is kind of an amazing feat of engineering to be able to put a rainforest inside in Central Florida.
Yeah, absolutely. And come see us at the Orlando Science Center for Engineering Weekend, which is August 17th and 18th here at the Life Habitat in the Orlando Science Center.
Fascinating stuff. Very good. Thank you very much, sir. And thank you for joining us for the science of it.